okayfm 101.7.
Na mami ko wi nene adaje ni puso na me ni lawyer Godwin Eduji Tamaklo Aide Edema former president Mahama a private legal practitioner na ye no entwetwe enkomo council me mo acha no pay
bra kwame anopa emejo so na mechia wetie ko nyina bra kwame
etiefo nyina nso agye so pa na maba wo nchen a say na aproba His Excellency John Dramani Mahama thank you to no eko
yo bra kwame once again me da ase na anopa emechia wetie fo nyina nso diakoba nyina ne se enra nyame eye yadom John Dramani Mahama dia one teaching for that's bono is for a stati enkomodie nti enra oko shia religious leaders that's teaching man sorry for penny for Muslim for penny for and you can no no munina din komo oye onya another meeting our radio station akina oni yenuanoma ewo bono manchemu so edi enkomo nti overall no na bono is there no has been a success bra kwame
I see na ayi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ya wokwa woni nkrofo di nkomo enra ba ko a ebepie ya eno so akoye we kan we eye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kan say 1 2020 elections you know enwiemu bem abano wona win ye but enwiemu afa electoral commission ni ye aban ya otisue so na ye chinchim ne nsa na embom no die ngwa hunu no ohunu mprenu 2024 eye do or die sasam do or die no what you say
bra kwame so ko school pa
ai pa
do it that anything
maybe I want to
now bra kwame cry there now Johnson idiomatic expression
me kai say Julius Caesar
no correct
Shakespeare book Julius Caesar no ebra meeting no ekoso a Brutus adese ka akwo Julius Caesar na
etu brute
who's one ni wie na afei meeting ni ba ya we kun we conspirators and wam ko kire wam hu na kwa ba ko there were conspirators na ba ko the casca
yes
na wam hu akwa ba ko no and wam so no was I'm not the casca the conspirator. I am Casca, the poet. Then tear him up for his bad verses.
That's all. It's now you teacher and crack come. Now it's idioms and idiomatic expression. Into a case do or die as incident.
I see any say. I didn't any actually say would see a mitra. So nipa kromen prima see me. And yes, and Cabe see me pa the any woo kwankwa.
Yo, into bra kwame. On Miss Mrepi has any kotoko cry ebeboa. It make us say and Nadia is going to be do or die for us or kotoko. Anna the same popular expression Anna John Dramani Mahama Edia Tuja. Na bra kwame asema odi tuja no. Me cry die na me say any mouth cry. Maybe he could have said something more than that. Because, Brakwame, I make this point because Sebu, at least even through our judicial process, Sebi, Electoral Commission chairperson, it is not possible to hold her for account relative to SAR who carry out the constitutional mandate as the returning officer for presidential election. It's not possible. It's not possible. 2, okay, the judgment of the Supreme Court on the last election petition, it is clear. So everything must be resolved at the polling station. What I say?
Aye.
Yes. And from the judgment of the Supreme Court, and they went back to Kenya and all of those things. Almost say it is what your agents do or do not do. That is what matters. It is John Dramani Mahama say.
okayfm.
Nyankopon ye yadom no ma ye nkwa obi anim china. No ma ye nkwa na 2024 abato no ebeto ye na nkwa dia. Yanko ni akoka so yekoto aba na bibi wia yakokot dabi.
Eje me ba to me bo.
Yeah, no. You be resolve bibia e wo police station hono. It's a very simple conversation.
Lawyer, mami nti we yase. Bibia e ba resolve no polling station hono.
Yes, sir.
Enti ase say bia polling station hono. Ye be kan wo bi ntene ho ase e hono na ye be resolve no.
Hono na ye be resolve.
By your electoral laws any
forget about electoral. Back on me.
Ose.
Let's forget it.
Oh, memo ma go for Electoral Offences Act no kora ba na ya kenkan you.
Bra kwame. Na hwede esi wo Teachima. In any serious democracy, presiding officer Teachima South as he am prosecuting no.
It is here the Teachima dey no example.
Say the question. No, hold on, no.
Okay.
But the question is, if you prosecute the Teachima side presiding officer, then the Electoral Commission will be admitting said their course no wrong. And that would affect the ultimate beneficiary of that wrongdoing, which would be the governing New Patriotic Party.
Court.
That is exactly what I'm saying, sir. You saw how, in a very senseless, reckless manner, you discharge a firearm to innocent Ghanaians, unarmed Ghanaians. You saw it. Rakwame, you saw it. And Krofua Omo behind a barricade. He had discharged a firearm into them, killing as many of them. Rakwame, look, I am the Impase and Okayfm Assembly. You see? Rakwame, when we say from 1992, this is the bloodiest presidential and parliamentary election before.
Oh, how?
Yes. What I tell me, 1992. Nipa send a woo,
okay, walk any pay woo, but
yes.
But there were observers, there were one international observers near the idea, no, one can say it was fairly peaceful.
So, they will generate reports. And Crofona able Omutiokumo. What's it? Dr. Aide Chambers, one of the UN ways. Okay, I say, look, the violence, the bloodletting associated with the 2020 election had created a huge dent on our democratic process.
Papa, say, we touch my dear and you pay woo, you know, and he be able to say we be.
When you have Ablikuma Central. When you bought NDC agent to Kumunwa Muslimi young man or marry and then BI. Now, back when even the registration process, you've forgotten. You see, back when I know why, and your money be no. We should be courageous enough to point it out. And then they say, should they call so I also was.
What about me read the idea? Obi, Anna, idea send me.
Yes, sir.
Or say, origin, do or die. Scotland present since 1875 to 1880. The term do or die comes from Robert Barnes' poem, Robert Bruce's March to Backnockburn, which was a poem about the first war of Scottish independence. The last stanza of the poem reads, "Lay the foundation of Seppes low, tyrants fall in every foe, liberty in every blow. Let us do or die."
Fantastic. Yamisha Onipana was sending a dear amount. So they were providing a historical basis of that English expression.
Yeah.
And
it's since 1875.
Look at that, too. But you see, like I was telling you earlier, no.
Now, what do you need about Ibrahim? Akogan.
Akogan. Yo, Madame.
Or can producers, you know.
Yo, Black Army. No craning you know H. John Dramani Mahama. You know his very peaceful demeanor. We're organizing election, we're supervising election too, as president. So, 2012, smooth. 2016, again as president, smooth. The only time Akufo-Addo has supervised an election in his whole life, the 2020 election. That is the only time we're supervising election. And in that election, over 8 Ghanaians lost their life. That is his record. And that record.
And the people say through water. You may say.
The military and police.
It's not about the process.
What's that?
And your process of the elections, you know.
No, the electoral process.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The electoral process under the same Akufo-Addo, national security operatives, tax associated with national security, again, and discharging firearm into innocent party supporters. This is his record. His record is tainted with the blood of innocent people. That record, you cannot claim it off. And you see, these things, like I told you, if you have any record, 2012, about to call so peaceful. 2016, about to call so peaceful. Those two elections were organized with JM as president. 2020, the only time we've organized election, general election under Mr. Akufo-Addo. The record is there.
It be part of me, bo. Say, Bambofo, Echo polling station. And now, say, electoral BB of me wants to be ebawa. Through that do or die, no, then, as I say, eba.
Kwame. The ABCS na Obia Nim, Anna. The only thing you can do is to prepare yourself, Anna. No, wow.
Say your challenge form, near the idea of it. You want a challenge form, we are be up the Baba regional, not regional for I educate you on it. And we said you be a figure sin and your man now the Baba. It did not make any say Bibia say I'm resolving of you know, and you mean any better resolving of polling station.
Bakwame, Sebio, my go back and my kind Supreme Court judgment on the recent election petition. Supreme Court said, "We polling agents and resolving them at the polling station."
Oh, okay.
Yes, we have accepted that. What is it? We have accepted it. Nyamia Yadom, I've read the unanimous judgment of the Supreme Court. And it is unanimous. And yes, there has been a dissenting opinion. And it's unanimous.
Now, sir, almost resolve a police station. Wanna Nyenswa.
Oh, Black Army will resolve everything there.
Okay.
Everything will be resolved.
Even if violence sparks.
Black Army, the problems will be resolved there. When I will introduce the question of violence.
See, even if.
Black Army, when I will introduce the question of violence, the matter will be resolved. So maybe Akufo-Addo should armed his men more.
Is what?
The last time, maybe they are going to kill all of us. No, Black Army, you see, I say more and more voice. No, as someone can't tell me say a man pity. I say will be a throne. Black Army, I say will be a throne, Nana. Meanwhile, you know, you say, Quanya Papa, Eddie, or May, ever so more. O ye me and a better man, you will be a slow, a so for slow, or be a slow or memoir. Black Army, maybe so was Sebe. I also was gonna say me see. National security for a Zugu for you. A book Ghana food you. A bin and net they are bedridden. That time, Okaya, H.C. John Dramani Mahama, Asia diplomatic community. At a pub in the channel. So, dear Mayenka, we cry the summer see dear Mayenka outside the 4 and 10. Black Army, like joke. Yes, so, okay. I also was welcome. Then, should you see what election, or more elevating from just shooting people, maiming them, to now killing them? Black Army, what is so man Penny Akasasem know that? The senseless killing of Ghanaians during the 2020 election. What is another Dankwe Akufo-Addo Akawansem? As the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, what is our Akawansem?
Among Force argument in say one, say BBC Sanwa, let the law deal with whoever.
Hold on, Menoka say, has the military even instituted investigation into the matter?
Maintain.
Has the Ghana police instituted investigation into the matter?
No.
So which law are you talking about? In fact, it has to take 2 courageous NDC MPs, Honorable Ablakwa and Kofi-Bua, Honorable. Say, Omodi Assembly court charge for an investigation. And until that time, and I'm on to Bena, Mr. Akufo-Addo will take you on this matter. So, Black Army, you see, CBB, if government assembly and government is proactive, so assembly, election security task force, put in place, and are committed this crime. We are investigating it internally. Who the perpetrators are will be punished. And sending a message to officers and let's say, if you take such a decision, the law will deal with you. The commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, he does not care.
Now, a man for and send back on what can say the then candidate Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Can all die be die. No, a receiving condemnation.
No, what can I
was it?
What can I
me?
No, Black Army may be what can I
on train sign. On train sign. On train sign. A receiving loss of condemnation rather than commendation. Now, even from Mukotas, say all die be die. Now I can nature say he's beating war drums and near the idea. It's a man for say
Black Army. You see, your lawyer for your rule of interpretation. They say if you are construing a document, you construe it as a whole. Who interpret it, you interpret it as a whole. You don't interpret a portion and then go and interpret, at least to ensure consistency. Bra Kwame, Nana Duanka keke say or die be die. We'll go back to that conversation. Or say, war etiwa.
It's all bibi kakra.
Yechire omu bi kakra. War etiwa. Yechire omu bibi kakra. Na odi or die be die no at the source. The cause of etiwa was violence. The cause of 81 was violence. So you cannot compare the Nanado Dangwe Kupado Ekanye those days with their age. In any case, there is nowhere John Dramani Mahama akujina simpieso akasu na NDC for a bull ama anakwejo. Etiwa obienim the cause. It was violence. Na mampini waku then wajina simpieso glorifying it. A different matter altogether. Until I bisa say, Emra or can no. Do you have any record of him retracting it? Now, at that time, crowd, Mekai pa, Emma Mayes Lewusu, or your T-shirt. I think Good Morning Ghana. T-shirt. I was throw
all die be die, yeah.
All die be die.
So who will be a wampa?
So, Black Kwame, like we will not take a moral lesson from a brothel. We will not take a moral lesson from a brothel. No. That be.
Now, all die be die. Any do or die affair.
And yet,
related.
I told you, say, look at the speech made by the person. What did he say? Or say, wo etiwa, ye chire omu bi kakra. Wan kasi ebin muchdo. Or say, yen, go and listen to that speech again. He said, we taught them a lesson in etiwa. We, yen, so guys ask them no. Or say, yen, now, I can't say, because yen na, as you say.
Yeah, I need to say a quay.
Yes. Yes. Now, Kwame. Yen Ekunu. We taught people a lesson in Etiwa. Now, Kwame. And ukra yafuaso. And for your T-shirt. Like I said.
And he said, do or die, Musumbe.
Oh, me cry the nanka music cry, me cry for China. No, but on a more serious note, I see Naye who said, in this democratic experiment, look, it is on Dramani Mahama. Baby beer be could be a wouldn't be a for HL. Say, Papa, that's it. In fact, all call Upper East. The Upper East Regional House of Chief President, Chana Pew. What can be? I said, look, say, but for your demeanor, this country would have plunged into chaos. And we thank you for that.
But sir, okay, sir, Mabun Tisia Bonte.
Why?
He said, Chino, Uncle, sir, what their rights are being subverted.
No. That is, in fact, those time, Mana and Grovo. Also, look, our constitution allows people to demonstrate. Those were the time Ghana police, Ekoko Court, S-Party, Aide injunction to prevent NDC members from demonstrating after the election. So, including even arresting NDC MPs. Urefi.
Kaipa.
Yes. That is so the man is oppressing you and he's telling you that you can't express yourself. So let nobody mistake ebia fama nyame manenka Ghana ho donti anyway. And you see, anytime one of the things that AC said, look, I've ruled this country before. We have a collective responsibility to let this country grow. In the idea to even his annoyance, he said Ghana first. Ghana first. The man went to court. Believing said A, B, C, D will happen. What is the verdict? Even the manager of our electoral processes, the manager of our electoral processes, to even speak one word. So this and that is what influenced my declaration of the election. Yes, here, Manankasa. It's a black woman say, "Kobase ebinum timemufo binum efele se yakoha hey yabaha hey okasa wo police station soja for ebebo tu ekumu okasa police no about you no ekumu so enkumu nso a no ayo no akasa
wo kasa say bia ballot box wo ho wo ba befa anase wo ba send ye bambo
no black woman throughout the 2020 election, no evidence of one NDC person even attempting to do anything from our practice.
Touch my dear. My a pa den the sea potty, a mass any pay woo our wombsa.
I said, Unumsa and Crawford Fakana Chichi Quanso. Frakadam Quanso. A chin. NDC parliamentary candidate Christopher Bayer, I will be an say, who win election and G result in the field. And no, coalition center, barricade. The people were protesting that we will not allow this thing to happen. From nowhere, now, officer, shoot. Then they bite him. Boom, boom, near the queue. Now, said, be cry if you are controlling crowd. And your rubber bullet now be using.
So, at the end of the day, have a cost worry on that, yeah.
Yes. Crowd control. Yet, some Crawford, dear. Me, I say, me see, many senior police officers in Mankasa, almost they don't believe that these people were trained police officers. Because, or say, crowd control, you are taught how to control crowd. Look, one of these days, I will bring to you the medical reports, autopsy reports on the dead bodies.
Okay.
Because of case BIA, we had to go to the hospital and extract the autopsy report. And to think that soldiers, party soldiers and party police, fellow Ghanaians in this manner, and the president, commander-in-chief, doesn't care. No, Bakwame, who is a senior journalist? Can you tell me from December, today we are in September, then Oman Penny, Nanado Danko Kufado, Ayafa, that senseless statement killing who? Who is a senior journalist? I'm asking you. Bakwame.
And no,
Bakwame, I'm asking you a simple question.
Yeah.
Assuming, say, Sebi. These are relations of Mr. Akufo-Addo. What would he do? Look, Asem etimiba. But we leader no. Anamontua ubetua fa hono krabe chere. Dey ko sui.
But mami musa de. The Kaiser elections and so no. What the lawyers near the idea called various polling stations. No. How come say hono? Woman to me resolve issues.
What the lawyer acquire and church police in Kuniba.
Oh, there be make a beer. Say as to beer. Your both figure way, you see, a both figure way, you say no near the idea.
Patches say NDC send lawyers to 36,000 polling stations.
Oh, there be not, but still no more doors. There
be
now lawyers now because some say
exactly what. So where from that?
But baby, what's Ashanti region?
But I'm just telling you, say it is not even possible to deploy lawyers to all polling stations.
Okay, FM.
Dynamite no.
Then I say court now. Am I in there?
There be a just a lawyer. Dynamite no say. Enipa bia ebi kwa me ne baba jama di nkomo ha no. O si nipa bia mo de omo ko various regions ne various bia ho den pa no. Mo de lawyers. Anyone a onti won bo bi wo nwumasua mu e na eko.
Bra kwa me lawyer ne wig gam. Lawyer wig tuo.
There but at least in one nimumra.
Unko sia party taga ye di etu ahye nensa. E di police atade ahye no. Obu wig.
There be on for originary.
You see, we need to know the mindset of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. That is what we should know.
But I mean, you back?
Look, it's painful. It's painful.
Yeah, I know.
The gains that we have made in this democratic forward march. Now, 92, 96, 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016. The only time Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was supervising an election as president, over 8 people killed.
Lawyer, my main far way in the second year in Chatro. So, Bibi say, and you been the ma, his essence of Dramani Mahama, EGD Asat now say. So, no, about one, one say, what did about me? Your question. Say, what just to post say, bra. Supreme Court issue no buy you know. One fa collected resource more from the armor. Then more rely on the electoral commission now dear. It will be argument we say, okay, Senka, ye yamia. Pay me no. Me the beba, nam the back check court and say court to impacho. Aha. Say nam nyaye. Aha. Say nam nyaye. Then mono your adversary no. Wouldn't mean can't chance and one mremusana moko. Sa fa de bra na yemfa mu akonta na menkyerɛw se ampa sa aba no wie mu ma obi enti no ɛna ne nyina akwa kwasie enti dia na yesa that okay
bra kwa me they say Supreme Court ekasa no ma kasa almost say tiniye o polling agents there was so much power to do everything at the polling station yate we
have
taken their words in good faith, and we have advised ourselves accordingly. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Are you coming? Sebio, wow, it's now two ages on Mahama for so on court. Wow, what the one?
In the Basset lawyer, dear, there be a munsi rule of law, no near dear.
Black women, Miss Law. Yes, here a good lesson from the outcome of the 2020 election petition. We have taken the words from our Lord Justices in good faith, and we thank them for the word so sweet. We have advised ourselves accordingly.
Okay, FM 101.7.